Okay, so I get in the car and I've got this little light on, which apparently is a fault with my auto-focusing headlights. Now, for people that say just push the button there, the autofocus, so I push that and I get a separate little one down there. So that's the AFS button to turn the autofocus on and off. So that does not affect my other light. Now, okay, you think, okay, I've got a warning light on my dash. What I will do is I will now go to my my code reader and see what happens. So let's go over to the code reader now and check that out. Okay, so we're now in Talk. Now, Talk is a really good app that can do a whole heap of stuff. The one we want here, like I've got a few other things installed otherwise, such as graphing, testing, torque scan, track recorder, which lets you use it as a dash cam with overlays, fuel economy, automate, shift lights, a map view, etc. Normally you just get the real-time information, which I've added some gauges here, which none of that is really pertinent to this video. What we want here is the fault codes. So bring up the fault codes and I tap here to scan for faults. Now this takes about a minute. So as you can see here, it's currently scanning for fault codes. Takes a bit of time, but now it's requesting all the fault codes from the computer. Now, yeah, as I said, this takes its bit of time. No fault codes, 0 faults. As you can see up in the top left hand corner, there's no faults. So even if we do try and, let's have a look, see if there's any freeze frame. It'll request the freeze frame data. This again can take a while, but no freeze frame data found. So that means no errors have been recorded for it to capture the state of everything that was going on when that error occurred, which makes it very, very interesting. Now what we'll do is we'll just go back, go to the fault log manager, clear faults on ECU. You should only perform this action after the fault's been fixed, vehicle stationary. In case the fault's not been fixed, fault code will reappear. There's no code. Sometimes though, forcing a clear can clear the codes, but I don't know whether that'll work now. Some vehicles require engine not be running before fault codes can be reset. Other vehicles require you to start the engine immediately after sending the fault code. Some grey fault codes might only be clearable by the ECU itself after a specific number of trouble-free drives, etc, etc. Some historic green fault codes will be subject to this. Do I want to clear? Yes. Now I've been driving this for months with that on, so this isn't a time-specific thing. So, and when I've cleared previous codes, the engine's been running, it's just cleared them fine, so it's not... I've tried both engine on and off, all the different options, so it's not that. There is one other thing that I'll check, and that'll require me to get out and get under the car. So let's go do that now. Okay, for this next bit, I'm bloody sore after my surgery. Let's get under here and have a look. Okay, the only other spot it could be is apparently people have pulled the plug out here. And as you can see, the plug is exactly where it should be. Because that is your little doodad which checks your back axle thing, apparently. Apparently it's this one, and that plug likes to fall out. But as you can see, my plug is in. So why it's having issues, I don't know, because my plug is in there and it's still connected. It hasn't been torn out. It's exactly as it looks as I picked it up. So yeah, bizarre. Now, one other thing I would like to note that seems to put that light on is that it only seems to come on after I've been off-road. And I sent it to the dealership, they clear the code and it comes back. So every time I go off-road, I'll go down trail, I'll go 5 or 10 k's down trail, 5 or 10 minutes down the trail, and the light will come back. It doesn't seem to actually do anything, it just is there, which is odd. I don't know why it's there, I don't know what it does, what it's trying to alert me to. My wobbly up and down headlights still autofocus and move with the car as it's supposed to. So really that light, I don't know what it's telling me. It's just there. So I'm not worried about it. It seems to be a common thing that just pops up for no reason and does nothing. So if anyone's worried about that light, I'd say probably don't worry. If the system works fine, then the system works fine. It's just a light.